So guys, today I got for you a brand new best of episode. That, as you probably already understood, is going to be dedicated to the delicious note of cherry in the perfumery. So if you like it and you're looking for some new fragrances with it, make sure to keep on watching, because today I prepared for you a top 10 list of awesome cherry featuring fragrances that are all very different. So I sincerely hope you will find this video helpful, and if that's the case, then don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time. And once you're done with that, we can get started and talk about the note of cherry in the perfumery. Let's do that. Everyone, and welcome to the brand new best of episode that is dedicated to the note of cherry in the perfumery. And it is a beautiful, juicy, bright top note that brings a fruity vibe into the fragrance. And getting ready for this video, I realized that there are not many cherry fragrances out there, but I'm very satisfied with my top 10 list of very different and beautiful cherry featuring perfumes. But I was pretty surprised that this is not the most common top note, but at the same time, I guess it's not the most go-to in perfumers' palette, just because the fragrance material, the molecule with the cherry scent, is pretty pungent. It is called benzaldehyde, and it can be very, very strong. That's why perfumers need to be very skillful and quite careful with it, creating beautiful cherry fragrances. So although many people don't really like cherry because it's so overwhelming, I hope that I can change your mind about this note, just in case you don't like it, with my choices. And I would like to know which kind of cherry do you personally prefer, a sour or a sweet one, because there are so many different ones. I am fond of both of them, and that's why today you will also find sweet and sour cherry notes in perfumes. And this list I want to open with a very special fragrance that is the one from the brand that is called BDK, and the name of the perfume is Rush Smoking. And this is one of the most popular fragrances in the niche community. It is quite hyped, but for a reason, guys. This is a very exquisite sweet fragrance, and many sweet perfumes and also fragrances with cherries are not necessarily elegant. However, this one is. At the same time, it is very sweet. It is gourmand, because in here the main note is vanilla, and this is a very grown up and posh vanilla. There is overload of tonka beans, so there is definitely this powdery element that is supported by heliotrope, but at the same time a cherry pop in the opening. And it is great for those who are just starting their experience with cherry and they want to smell very expensive, not cheap. And you will definitely get all of that from Rush Smoking. That is also quite unisex, and that's another plus of this fragrance. So both men and women can benefit from this cocooning fragrance that you might wear when it's colder outside. I personally really enjoy it during the winter time. So yeah, Rush Smoking has the note of cherry in there. It is sweet, it is powdery, it is delicious, and I highly recommend it because it's so elegant, which is not necessarily something that the note of cherry is known for, is it? And although cherry is noticeable in here only in the opening, it still has one of the most beautiful dry downs I've ever experienced. And by the way, you can get this fragrance from So Avant-Garde web shop. They have many niche perfumes, and I have a discount for you with which you can save some money and experience this hyped fragrance, but it is hyped for a reason. And nor cherry is known for its natural scent, right guys? So that's why my next choice is also very special, because this is an all botanical natural cherry fragrance from the John Spencer Horowitz, who is the nose behind DSH Perfumes, which is probably my #1 indie brand. And I'm not sure if there is such thing as cherry essential oil or cherry absolute, but what I'm sure about is that she created this all botanical natural collection of fruity fragrances a couple of years ago, and from it the fragrance Cerise really stood out to me because it smells of cherries and it's all natural, which is so hard to find. But also, although it's juicy and delicious and smells just like these cherries taste, it also smells of blooming lilac, and I love lilac so much, so it's just a double winner for me. And I wanted to inform you about this ethereal light cherry fragrance that is juicy, that is very joyful to wear. Not necessarily most long-lasting one, but it's not designed to be. It's designed to be an all botanical natural cherry fragrance. It is unisex, and just in case you're looking for something natural in the cherry style, Cerise is the one you need to look into. So I want to move on to the next perfume, which is actually one of my newest discoveries, and I'm already smitten with Baklava from the brand Pearlescent Perfumes, which is the newest project of Galahad, Daniel Galahad, who designed this line with his wife, and baklava smells as delicious as the actual dessert tastes, because you guys, it's sweet and gourmand. However, in the opening it smells of blossoming trees, and that's why I'm getting the vibe of picnicking in the cherry garden of beautiful cherry trees in full bloom, eating cherries, just having fun, but definitely ending that beautiful day with sweet honeyed baklava dessert, because that's the dry down of this perfume. It is powdery, it is sweet, there is almond with vanilla, pistachio, cherry and honey, but at the same time the neroli and the citruses, they are noticeable in the opening, and that's what I really love about this stunning, delicious gourmand cherry that is so mass appealing, it is so attractive. I've already gotten many compliments for it, although this is a new perfume in my collection, but this is a massive release. It's very successful, and although it is created to be unisex, leaning feminine, I think men can wear it too and have a lot of fun with it. It's definitely one of the most fun cherry fragrances I've experienced, just because there are so many elements that come together in this absolutely yummy and mouth-watering perfume dessert. I guess we can call it that. But you guys, enough of our sweet cherries. Let's talk about something sour, shall we? And it comes in this golden bag. It's from Mancera, and the fragrance is Wild Cherry. Check it out, check it out. This bottle is stunning. I got it specifically for this video, but it has been on my wish list for a long time, so I'm very glad that its time has finally come, because this is a sour cherry, which is harder to find than a sweet cherry fragrance, and I really like the addition of patchouli in there. Patchouli with cherry is just a great notes combo, but there is also orris, vanilla and heliotrope. I get a lot of those, and something really punchy and prickling. I can't tell you, it smells a little bit synthetic, kind of in Mancera style, and it's bold. It's a loud fragrance, that's why I love to wear it if I'm going out in the nighttime, because it's noticeable, and I just don't know why, but I feel like a badass wearing it. So yeah, Wild Cherry is a wild and sour, but also very powdery, slightly sweet, odd fragrance, and it is a lot of fun. However, I wouldn't recommend it to those who are not used to cherry perfumes. I would say it's for the cherry obsessed ones, and it is amazing in its performance. I mean, like, it's from Mancera. Their fragrances are very long lasting and they project like hell, which is not an exception for Wild Cherry. Having said that, I want to get back to our sweet cherries, and this next fragrance was a love at first sniff for me, and I believe I discovered thanks to my subscriber who actually sent me a bunch of samples, and this one was among them, which I unboxed on camera, and you can check out my first impressions on all of them. But Thumbsucker by the brand Stora Skogan from Scandinavia became like my obsession. I could not stop thinking about it, and just in case you're wondering where you can get these stunning looking perfumes, just check out their caps, are insane. I highly recommend you to check out the online web shop for niche and indie perfumery that is called Equation Natural. The link you will find down below in the description box, and also feel free to use my code just in case you want to save some money, because their shop is just a perfect place for those who love niche perfumery. And there you can find this stunning sweet honey cherry that reminds me of bees, you know, kind of like partying in their honey, but this is a honey cherry juice. It is so sweet, you guys. Oh my goodness, it is very sweet. And it's also powdery, so the note of honey is pushed by beeswax. There is bitter almond with violet that create this absolutely stunning powdery dry down that I'm all there for, but there is also cherry, and you've probably already noticed that cherry is often in the company of bitter almond. And just in case you're wondering why so, well, I will tell you. Remember that benzaldehyde with cherry scent? It actually has a very prominent almond undertone. That's why many cherry perfumes smell of bitter almond. And so Thumbsucker is not an exception, but this is a stunning fragrance, and there is something about this balance of extreme juiciness and super strong powdery sweetness that is absolutely mind-blowing, and I personally love to wear it in the summertime because I'm a fan of sweet perfumes when it is hot, but I would recommend it to anyone who wants to have fun. Guys, have fun with it. Honestly, it's so cool and quite creative. So we've spoken about honey sweet cherry. Now let's talk about chocolate sweet cherry, because my next fragrance is from Matt Malek, who is an independent perfumer from Canada, and you might remember his fragrance Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli that I reviewed for you in the video, and call it a massive attention grabber, because with this fragrance you will get compliments, you guys. It's just impossible not to notice this perfume that will grow on you. It opens up with pretty lovely and fresh cherry, juicy, lychee, chocolatey scent, but it will grow on you and will become huge. It's a beast mode perfume that I recommend to wear if you're going partying, if you're going somewhere to the crowded place and you just want your fragrance to last no matter what. This one will do it. That smells of kind of like a rose dessert in the Turkish delight style that is sprinkled with chocolate, and there is also this fruity element going on. It's actually the play of cherry and lychee, and you guys, it's so strong. Once again, I cannot stress that enough. It will grow on you, and it's a massive fragrance for those who really prefer fragrances that last all day and that bring you lots of compliments. Just in case you're going for something like that, make sure to check it out. It is quite artistic, and yeah, it's just an awesome fragrance that I would recommend to men and women. However, you guys, I totally understand that not all of you want a cherry bomb, not all of you want a super complicated cherry fragrance. Just in case you're looking for something that would be suitable for everyday base or just a simple cherry fragrance, I would recommend you this one. That's kind of like a single note fragrance from Hilde Soliani. It's called Una Tierra Ultra, and it's just about cherry popsicle. You can spray much of it, you can layer it with any other fragrance just to bring in this playful cherry element. It smells simple, but I guess that's the beauty of this fragrance. So just in case someone is wondering what fragrance just smells of cherry, this one does. So now the time has come to present you the sexiest perfume with cherry I personally know, and it's the one from the UK-based brand called Ilk Perfumes, and it was my favorite perfume brand discovery of last year. And I also have a very cool interview with their founder on my Instagram that I definitely recommend you guys to check out. But you guys, if you're looking for a sexy fragrance overall and you love cherry, then Devious should be in your collection no matter what. I'm not that person that recommends to blind buy, but I love Devious so much that I would say go for it. Devious is extremely sexy, and it is a boozy, spicy cherry with vanilla, with amaretto, with cardamom, which is very prominent in here, and it is powdery, and it is so teasing and so seductive that I cannot get over Devious that I love to wear in the nighttime. It's a unisex fragrance that will smell amazing on men, and women will be drawn to you. It will smell great on women, and men are gonna be really into you. It's that fragrance that invites to come closer, and at the same time it has beautiful longevity without being too overwhelming. So it's perfect cherry. Honestly, I cannot stress that enough. And Devious is my love. That actually rhymes. And my next fragrance is perfect for those who are looking for an everyday friendly cherry, because it's the one that my mom has, and she's an oversprayer. But when she wears Dark Cherry and Amber by Banana Republic, I'm not overwhelmed, because this is a freshie, and this freshie, you guys, has this very perfumey fragrance. I don't know how to describe it, but it reminds me of some hairstyling product, maybe like a hairspray or something. According to the notes, it should be something sweet and floral, because in there is praline, cherry blossom, pink freesia, sour cherry, red amber, and cedar. But it smells just like you've been at the hairdressers and you have lots of different products in your hair, so it's very fresh, it smells clean, and gives me a Baccarat Rouge reminder, which I have no idea where that comes from. So if you know this perfume, let me know if it reminds you of Baccarat Rouge. But yeah, this is an everyday friendly, not very dark, not very ambery, beautiful, clean cherry scent. I guess for men and women, yeah, I would say it's unisex. And finally, you guys, of course this list wouldn't be completed without a massive cherry perfume hit from Tom Ford, and that is of course their Lost Cherry that I show in my video for the first time in a full-size bottle, well, just because it has arrived today. And you guys, I am in love. I'm so much in love with this fragrance. Yes, I will do that. I will even do more. It was released as a limited edition. Thanks God they brought it back, because people started going crazy about this perfect cherry. It has it all. It has the bitter almond, the liqueur, you know, lots of different woody notes and spices, vanilla with tonka, and it's an attractive perfume. It is a compliment getter. It is not too much. It is not too less. It's just the perfect fragrance. It has been copied many times, that people love and go crazy about, although I know that not all agree that it is worth it. So I would like to know how you feel about Lost Cherry, and I'm very glad that I got this cute 30 ml size for my collection. And I guess on that note, that completed this video, which I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching and could learn about some new and cool cherry fragrances. So I'm curious which of the mentioned ones stood out the most to you, and if you have a favorite cherry featuring perfume, then please share it with all of us in the commentary section. There you can actually request the next best of episode. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you had fun, then please give it a thumbs up. That will really help my channel to grow. And if you want to support me even more, you can donate on Buy Me Coffee website. It's very easy to do that. All the helpful links are below in the description box. And if you're here for the first time, then don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for your time, guys. I definitely want to inspire you and try out some cherry fragrances, even if you're not the fan, because I'm definitely in the mood. I painted my nails and I have cherry design on them, so right now wearing cherry fragrances and looking like a cherry, I'm excited what this day will bring me. So make sure to ring that bell in order to be updated when I post something new, and we'll see each other really soon. Bye!